We need to move quickly into the tutorial on how to cut and sew a pleated flay. This pleated flay is not as simple as you might think, but in this tutorial you are going to learn how to cut and sew it in a very simple way. And as we proceed, I will also show you the new method I use to cut this basic body. With this new method, you will never have zipper bulge again, even if you are a beginner, no matter the type of fabric you use. There is also a secret I will reveal about this basic body pattern drafting that many fashion teachers don't usually share. Just wait till we get there. I'm sure you can know the difference from the usual way we used to cut our basic body. So if you are here to know this method, you are missing a lot, though you are going to learn it before we end this tutorial, as you can see. So, but let's proceed with our pleated flay. On this pleated flay, the first thing we are going to do is to come down here by 2 inches. Come down here by 2 inches. Come down here by 2 inches. And also here, you have to come down by 1 inch. And here as well, you have to come down by 1 inch. So the next thing, you are going to connect it. So, and you are going to repeat same here. So that is the first thing. Moving on, we are going to determine the length of our flay and the circumference of the flay. So from here, which our hip line of 25.5. Remember, we came down by 1 inch. So that gives us 26.5, and the full length is 40. So 40 minus the length of the gown, which is 26.5. So that will give us 13.5. Here is 13.5 plus 1 inch. So that will give us 14.5 in total. So that is the length of our flay. But here is the beauty of the skirt. Let's assume this is our length for the body, for the fabric, and the lining also will be 14.5. But we have to pull our flay inside to give us this effect. Therefore, we are going to minus 3 inches from here. So that will give us 11.5. And this 3 inches we minus, we are going to add it here. So this will give us 17.5. That means the length of the fabric for the flay will be 17, while the lining will be 11.5. So that is the length for our fabric. And now for the circumference, we are going to measure what we have here. So from this joining allowance to this zip line, we have 11.5. So 11.5, this 11.5, we are going to multiply it by 4. Remember, this is the 2-fold, so we have 1 fold, 2 fold, 3 fold, 4 fold. So 11.5 multiplied by 4, that will give us 48 inches. So now to get the radius, we are going to divide this 48. We are going to divide it by 6.28, which is radius standard, and that will give us 7.643, but I'm going to round it up to 7.5, so to give me a accurate figure. So my radius is 7.5. If you have any question, make sure you drop it in the comment section. Please, at this juncture, I want you to pay keen attention so you don't miss anything. Now we have our radius, and we have our length for the main fabric and length for the lining. Let's calculate the whole length fabric we are going to need and the whole lining length we are going to need. Our main length for the fabric is 17.5. This is our main length. So to get the whole total length for the fabric, for the flay, we are going to multiply your radius by 2. So this is our radius multiplied by 2. So that will give us 15 inches. That will give us 15 inches. So 15 inches plus 17.5, that will give us 32.5. So this is the total length for the fabric we are going to use for the flay. And for the lining, we have 11.5 for the main length, and we are going to add your radius alone. That's 1 fold of radius to it, and that will give us 19 inches. So it gives us 19 inches. So I hope it is clear. Now, to how to fold your lining and also the interface we are going to add to it, we are going to use 2 interfaces. If you miss any one of the interface, your pop pleated flare won't come out. And I told you it's not a circular flare, so let's just proceed. Now to fold your fabric, you are going to fold it into 2 this way, and you are going to fold it into 4 this way. So on this line, you are going to look for 32.5 inches to get the full length of your fabric. And also here, you are going to have full length of 32.5. So in which you are going to have 15 inches for the radius here and 17.5 for the fabric. And on this axis as well, you are going to have 15 inches for the radius and 17.5 for the fabric. Same thing, we are going to repeat to our lining. So that's how I got my fabric folding. Now for this body, the radius is 15 inches, which I'm going to mark here, and the total is 32. So this is 32 inches. And here as well, we are going to repeat same thing. Then 15. Here is 15, and we are going to have 17.5 here. So this is it, and here is the gain. So from here now, just come down by half quarter, and here as well, you move in by half quarter. Then you are going to connect straight. That's why I said it's not a circular flare, but we still use some method in circular flare to cut it out. So you are going to shape this place, and you shape here as well, so you can see. So, and that's how we are going to repeat this down part. We have 17.5 for the length. So that's how we are going to cut it out. So this is the body. So we are going to pull 3 inches inward, and we are going to repeat the same process for the lining. So 7.5 inch for the radius and 7.5 inch for the radius here. Already this is 19.5. So we are going to curve it the way we did to our main body. So what we did for the body is what we did for the lining. We marked out our radius and we marked out the full length. Now for the body, this is the type of interface you have to use. You have to use A-stay. This A-stay will give it structure. So I'm going to apply my A-stay on it. And for the lining, you are going to make use of cloth gum. This is a bit thicker than A-stay. So that will be the base of our pleated flare. So we are going to apply it onto it. After applying, then we are going to pleat this. Let me quickly show you. So as you can see, we have this multiplied times 2 of this. So we are going to pleat this to the size of our lining here. We are going to pleat this to the size of this lining, and make sure you pleat it towards a direction. If you pleat the upper part to this direction, then you have to pleat the down part to this direction as well. So that is how to get it. So I'm going to apply the interface and I'm going to pleat it, then I'm going to show you. Here is my final result, but radius multiplied by 2 didn't work, so I have to abandon it and make use of radius multiplied by 4. That is what gave me this volume. For the full tutorial on how to draft this basic body pattern, click this link And if you have any question, drop it for me in the comment section. See you in the next tutorial.